died for me.
Wish I could. You picked a bad time.
What was that? Is someone there?
be the judge of that. Now back to your practice.
Divine smile on you, friend.
You there. Have you performed your voice exercise
At last!
today?
I have searched for this drum for 20 years.
Perfection takes
The college
dedication.
treasury is a bit thin right now.
Yes, well,
But I can show you some tricks I learned from my days with the army.
right.
It takes
Let's
two
try
things to be a
something
good
bit
teacher.
more
The first is patience. The second is a firm wooden stick for rapping knuckles. What? You did? Oh, sweet divines, you did. There is no way I can pay you what this loot is worth. But I can teach you what to use. Glad that distraction's over.
What can I do for you, friend? My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Humor is often in short supply here. But I sense that perhaps you're after more than just that. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. You know, I think you're right. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor receive no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, And if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. Perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Isn't something that's looked upon fondly here.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lists. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
I'm here to lend my
Here
magic
comes
to the
my
people of
first visitor.
Dawnstar.
The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for opening this museum, and I'm not changing my mind. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled an empire. Their importance to history cannot be forgotten. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cults... Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever. Did you have any questions about the museum, or would you rather talk business? They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The mythic dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult I've gathered in my museum. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the mythic dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection.
When I was a young rascal, I broke a man's arm with a single punch. Of course, I had a horseshoe hidden in my glove. Debts are debts. Either he pays them, or his kind do.
For a veteran, it's not much to ask.
Fine. You sound like a priest of Mara, but I get your point. Tell him to forget about the gold. Keep your sword, Armstrong.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. You've done a fine thing for me. You know, I used to be quite a warrior in my day. Let me show you a thing or two.
Need something? Generally, posting information is need to know only. Yes, sir. Although I'm not sure you'll be happy to know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you? You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. but you have done me a service.
Still doing here? Let me guess. You're here for the treasure, aren't you? Just like all the others. The name's Ketria. was an adventurer. Raided ruins like this for nigh on 20 years. I was on the trail of something big. It led me here, and I didn't make it. Oh, you read the book, didn't you? The Ethereum Wars. That was my theory, you know. My research, my life's work, all of it, lost. Stolen by my own damn apprentice. That's how I ended up here. I can't rest. Not until I find the forge. Until I can prove that it was my discovery. Mine, not his. But it's hopeless. I died here, just like all the others. Turn back. Turn back before you become the next victim. Maybe so. Then again, I thought I could too. I'm not going to talk you out of it, am I? I know. I was just like you once. Well, if you want to reach the summit, you're going to need some help. You want a hand? All right, lead on then. This is where I ended up. It was quite the fall. Grab my journal, would you? You're going to need it. Dwarves call them kinetic resonators. Didn't see them very at least not among the clans in Skyrim. Falmer, up ahead. Things like flies, no matter how many you kill. Feels like ages ago. Hey, there's my bow. There, out on the log. I wondered what happened to it. Take good care of it for me. Hold up. We need to talk. You know what this is? It's a lock. A tonal lock. Simple and very, very deadly. See the resonators up there? Strike them in the right order, and the doors should open. Get it wrong and, well, you've seen what happened when I tried it. Yeah, I thought I was prepared for anything. How can you prepare for a damned earthquake? And that was just one trap. Look around. Who knows what else this thing is capable of? Well, you can pick up where I left off. My notes should still be in my journal, if you can read it. Beyond that, well, maybe one of our predecessors still has a clue. Just stand there. So, it is real. Let me see it. Look, on the edge here. This has been cut, precisely cut. If you had another piece about the same size, it would snap right in. I saw a drawing of this once. This shard, it's part of a key made of pure Ethereum. The key to the forge. We have to find the other pieces, of course. There should be, 3 more. One for each of the 4 cities that worked on the forge. I had a map in my journal. That's where we should start. We still have to find the forge itself. I had a lead on that, too. There's so much to do. I'm going to head out and start tracking things down. We'll meet again. I'm sure of it. For the first time in a long while, I think we may actually be able to do this. And I owe it all to you. Thank you. Beat me to it this time. Well, that's the second one. We're halfway there. I'll keep looking. See you soon.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Just die! No more!
Now you're mine. Looks like we got ourselves a hero. No more. I yield.
Hey, watch what you're doing!
Time to end this little game.
I don't know how you made it this far, but you'll go no farther.
Give up while you still can!
Now you're mine.
We meet again. That was quite the trek. Come on, I think it's over here. I have to say, I'm glad that's over. That's what, your third? All right, only one left to go. I'll meet you there. There you are. Give me a hand with this door, would you? Thanks again for all your help. That's the last one, isn't it? It's almost time. I'll meet you at the forge.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I have a letter here for you. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Weren't expecting that, were you? I cannot.
You made it. And you brought the shards. Look at the device here. The gear in the center is just about the right size. Try putting the shards in, and we'll see what happens. Taking it out? What the? Get back! Hurry! It's true. It's all true. Come on, let's check it out. Longer than usual. How deep are we? Amazing. To think no one's been here in 4,000 years. Volkswagen. Is that the forge? Let's clear out the steam so we can take a look. There's only one thing left to do. We have to prove this actually works, that this is the real Aetherium Forge. By forging something, of course. Go ahead. After everything you've done, you should do the honors. There isn't any Aetherium here, is there? Damn it. Wait. Yes, there is. The shards we collected. They're pure Aetherium, remember? It's not much, but it'll do. With them and the materials in this room, we should have everything we need. I don't know. I honestly don't know. After all these years, it's a miracle even this much survived. Make it count. This may be the only chance we ever get to use the forge. Beautiful. That staff. It's everything I could have hoped for. And with that, it's done. No one could possibly deny what we found now. I've waited so long for this moment. We found it at last. And now, I think I can rest. Farewell, my friend, wherever your travels take you.